question number 3A, companies must continually examine the value they create in order to retain a competitive advantage. With reference to the above statement, assess the roles of the 5 components of the primary activities in Michael Porter's value chain model. 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 You must have done this with your mwalimu. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how the value chain looks like. This is how the value chain looks like. The value chain, gentlemen, looks like a bullet. Looks like a bullet. I'm so sure most of you here have never seen a bullet, right? Looks like this. And then this value chain is divided into 2, like that. So we have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sure, given that you have done this, up here we have the famous pith. Up here we have the famous pith. The famous pith like this, pith. So the first P stands for procurement. The second P stands for, the second letter there stands for infrastructure. We have technology. We have human resource management. Technology and human resource management. And then here we have the inbound logistics. Have you done this in your syllabus? Have you done this with your mwalimu? Have you done this with your mwalimu? Please tell me there. Have you done this with your mwalimu? Yes or no? Say that yes or no. The value chain. Shem says no. Perhaps Shem does not attend all classes. Then I should move now slowly then. I should move slowly. Okay, great. So then we have here operations. We have operations here. Then we have, ladies and gentlemen, here what we call outbound logistics. Outbound logistics. Then we have marketing and sales. We have marketing and the sales. And then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we have what we call after-sale services. After-sale services. And then remember, ladies and gentlemen, we have this up here. This layer is our profit. So I would want to know, ladies and gentlemen, whether there is anybody who has been able to draw this in full. Is there somebody who has finished drawing this? I'm surprised that you guys have been failing in leadership. So the last fail you had, that was the very last. This time round, all of us must pass. Amen. Lucy, I want you to say amen. We must pass. Yes, we must pass. All of us must pass. We are not failing this paper. Great. Thank you so much. Oh, the page number. Thank you. That one I should be able to tell you very fast. The page number is 108. Page number 108. So have you finished putting down this drawing? Have you been able to see my handwriting? Technology, human resource management. We have inbound logistics. We have operations. We have outbound logistics, marketing and sales. marketing and the sales. And then we have after-sale services. After-sale services. After-sale services. You can also decide to take a snapshot of this, and then you will be able to draw later. You'll be able to draw. If you're finished, please put a thumbs up like this. Put a thumbs up like this. Put a thumbs up like this. They're not drawing today. They're not drawing today. I don't know why. Great. At least Ila said great. Winnie said yes. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. If, for instance, today you wanted to get very good lunch, fish to be precise, and then you are given two options. We have, in this case here, one option like where I am standing on the right side of the road. If I cross a few streets here, I'll be able to get my fish, so sweet, fish at Hilton Hotel. But at Hilton, they'll ask me to pay them a minimum of 3,000 or 4,000 for that fish. The other option around here, Kirinyaga Road, I can get, in this case here, these mama fish points, which sell very good fish for around 300 Kenya shillings. Now, between this mama samaki and the Hilton Hotel, which vendor do you think in this case here is able to give you fresh fish and even sweeter than the other? Is it mama samaki or Hilton? Where will you be able to get fresh fish and the one which is sweeter than the other? Mama samaki or my Hilton? I'll go for mama samaki 100 times. 100 times. Because mama samaki ni fresh, and that is of course her speciality. Na hata kwa amewekeka, unajua kama kina Hilton unaweka vitu mingi sana kwa ile samaki, vitu mingi zaidi. Ule mama samaki ni kuchomba tu na nakupatia straight away kitu ambacho ni fresh. But now, can somebody tell me if all of us for sure know that mama samaki has something that is sweeter, better, at quite a low price? Why will you get, the moment you start getting a great job where you are being paid like say $500,000 a month, why will you never consider going to get this fish from mama samaki? Why will you consider getting this fish from Hilton Hotel? It's because the Hilton Hotel has followed what we call value chain. Value chain. So value chain, ladies and gentlemen, is that chain where you look at your processes and ensure that you have got what we call add-ons. Add-ons. You are adding a few things. Vile nilisikia siku moja mtu ameniambia ati mwalimu hii imeongezwa aromat. Yaani unaongeza aromat kwa kila stage to ensure that the customers out there will be able to is being brought to their stores. I mean, they've got very well designed, in this case here, vans. Labeled there Hilton at times. You'll get some of them labeled Hilton. So in this case here, they're refrigerated. They will not use the front door when they are delivering raw fish. They have some back door behind there. So they will go right straight away, reversing, right straight up to the stores. In the stores, they are received very well and put in deep freezers. And if you look at their stores, I mean, the ambience there is so nice. You'll not even believe that it's a store for these raw materials. It looks so nice. And they're able even to put, capture those experiences, those moments in very good videos, and they post them on their websites, right? Like, you know, that is why there is an aroma they have added there. I mean, very good things that people have got money will consider. Ukiangalia ule mama wetu samaki, wakati analetewa supply zake, aki mwenye anamletea supplies, anakuja kama ameshika kile kitu kwa kichwa namna hii. Ati ni Outbound Logistics sasa. Anakuja anapita katikati ya customers mkikula samaki. Unaona? Anapeleka anasema nimekuletea namna hiyo. So customers in this case will be able to see, hey, hii ni kienyeji sana. Hey, hii hapana. So there is value that these guys here at Hilton are able to create, which of course will be embedded in the customer's mind. In the customer's mind. No, it doesn't apply in AMA. No, this one does not apply in AMA. So in this case here, in inbound logistics, what we are telling people, ensure that how you are getting your raw materials, get high quality raw materials. Ensure that as these raw materials are being delivered, ladies and gentlemen, they're delivered in good style. And then ensure, of course, during preservation, you're using the very best. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember this thing of Galitos, this thing of KFC, when in this case they could not get potatoes. Why could they not get potatoes? And yet we have got a lot of potatoes in Kenya. They know our inbound. They know that our logistics, ladies and gentlemen, they know that even what we are giving to them has got a lot of fertilizers, chemicals, etc. That is why they prefer to do what you have to import. Quality is of essence to them. So inbound logistics is like that. So come to operations, ladies and gentlemen. Listen and listen to me very well. Operations, when you go, for example, to Serena Hotel, the other day they were demolishing their kitchen, right? Walls, demolishing. Why? Because they have known the modern consumer would want what we call an open kitchen. An open kitchen. So as in this case here, their food is being prepared in the kitchen by very good chefs, customers would want to see that. And the customers who are able to see that because of the exposures that they have, having traveled globally, they want this modern style of open kitchens, then these guys here will be able to pay a premium just for that. When you go to Mama Samaki, and that is why Mama Samaki will continue remaining poor in most cases, when you go to their kitchens, when you are eating out there as a customer, it has been very well labeled in some door that you cannot go beyond here. But beyond here, it's only people who are authorized. Right? Have you ever seen some of those things that I'm talking about? Have you ever seen some of those things that I'm talking about? Have you ever seen some of those things I'm talking about? Right? So if you start limiting your consumers not to pass via some places, not to pass through some places, and of course, if you're talking of eateries, right? You're of course telling them there are bad things. EABL, ladies and gentlemen, trust you me, if you go to EABL today, these guys have laid down all their processes. You'll be able to see how neat they're producing their various brands. They'll tell you, for example, if it's White Cup. White Cup is the only beer which runs straight away from the beginning to the very end, right? Alone. White Cup is never a byproduct. It's never a joint product. Most of these other beers are what are joint products. They're produced same way. And then, of course, once we reach some point, in this case, we'll have what here? We'll have various separations like that. But for White Cup, so you'll be able to see all those processes without being hidden, anything being hidden from you. So during operations, when you're converting raw materials here to a finished goods, ladies and gentlemen, ensure that you are doing this in a good way and ensure that your systems are, as much as possible, automated. They are automated. So please try to answer some of those students on my behalf. Now, outbound logistics. Outbound logistics. How do we get these finished goods to consumers out there? The finished goods, right? The goods that are produced. So company, for example, company Hilton Hotel, for example, those guys are so nice in terms of what you're delivering their meals to their consumers, all right? You'll get like every table, ladies and gentlemen, has got a designated waiter, right? So you'll have a waiter, for example, manning like 2 or 3 tables like that, right? Right? Lakini kwa Mama Samaki, at the end of the day, utapata maybe ni mwaita moja wawili, hata customers washajua majina. Wanawaita Naomi, anamwambia jina we kuja, hajamaliza kuserve huyu, so pressure is normally too much. So when you finished your operations, you have, in this case, your final good. How do you deliver it to your consumers? If you look at, for example, companies that have got very strong distribution networks, like Coke. Coke has got a very strong distribution network. It will be very hard for you to go to a very remote area inside there and fail to get a bottle of Coke. No, Coke, Fanta, they'll have to be there. They are renowned for distribution, effective distribution systems. Even EABL, it's renowned for having effective distribution systems. Right now, they have taken on board DHL. DHL is the one that is distributing their products, right? And of course, they have got various distributors in various areas who are also very strong. Because for you to become a distributor of EABL, they'll ask you to deposit either with them, say something like 30 million Kenya shillings, 30 million, or you give them an equivalent of a bank guarantee. right? So that every time in this case here, they don't want their distributors. You need the distributors who will be putting you on your toes like that. So distribute these things, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how they move around to various towns with very good labeled vehicles, Coca-Cola, right? Yule mama samaki nakwambia, anapopeleka vitu zake kwa watu, ile distribution, ile kusavi yenyewe, international disaster. Unapata kuna waiter, anapanguza majasho namna vile amekimbi. Who will be willing to pay a premium for such kind of a service? Who will be willing to pay a premium for that kind of a service? Michael Porter refused to that. Michael Porter says it's about the value addition that you are adding to your processes that straight away people will be willing to pay a premium for, right? So in terms of how do you deliver, this is outbound. How do you deliver? What kind of packaging materials are you using? Right? And then we have marketing and sales, ladies and gentlemen. For example, companies that are so good in terms of charging superior prices here for their products, they are so good in marketing and sales. For example, they have a website. Yes, and environmental analysis, yes. So marketing and sales, ladies and gentlemen, companies that are doing very well, charging way up there, and still they have got a number of consumers lining. Like today, if you go to any KFC shop, you will be surprised, you'll get people queuing, and they're buying a packet of chips for about 200, and they are not, you can't tell me that they're not aware that there is a place they can get that packet of chips for 50, even at times sweeter, right? So simply KFC is so nice in terms of what you're marketing. So they have a website. For example, they are so big in terms of what your social media. They understand the 4 P's of marketing. The 4 P's of marketing. Is there somebody who can remind me the 4 P's of marketing? Is there somebody who knows those 4 P's of marketing? 4 P's of, don't tell me that you haven't tackled also marketing as a topic. 4 P's of marketing. Is there somebody? Jabir tells me people. 4 P's of marketing. Price is a key thing. Price is a key thing. Place. Thank you very much. Place. Lastly, we have got what here? Promotions. If you move around, ladies and gentlemen, some of these organizations that are doing very well, look at, for example, how they do promote their products. You'll be told, for example, if it's pizza, if you buy 1, you get 2. So if a lady is passing around that, and then they see people are holding onto those placards, if you buy 1, you get 2. You get 1 extra for free. Trust you, ladies and gentlemen, this person will have to buy that pizza. So promotions, they are so good at promoting their merchandise. Their merchandise on Facebook, they put in money there as an advert. They know what we call Google adverts. Mama Samaki hana website. Mama Samaki, I believe na wala watu wake tu namna hiyo. No wonder anaendelea kuuza price yake 250, akijaribu kuongeza ifike 300, everybody runs away. But some of these multinational like for example, Serena Hotel, like Panari Hotel, those guys, Panari especially, they are charging for their food in dollars, which they keep on increasing every year. But still, if you go there, you'll get people who are queuing, especially for their skiing activities, right? So marketing and the sales, very important. Then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we have the after. Firms that are able to push their profits through value chain. Through value chain, will always have after sale services. So you're telling them, like if it's Sony, you buy my TV, in the next, for example, 1 year, if there are issues, we shall be able to repair. We are giving you a warranty. A firm that gives a warranty will charge a higher price because of the risks they're assuming. During the defects liability period. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are what we call the primary activities. We call these ones the primary activities, the ones that you really need. For you to be able to post huge profits, for you to be able to post a higher price for your products, etc. We call them the primary activities. Look at this question. May 2019 question number 3. Companies must continually the notes here for primary activities you will easily understand. Is that all right? Or would you want me to start reading these notes for you? They're about 1 page. Actually, how I prefer it is that you get a high level understanding, and then you should be able to pick these things in your own way, even using your own examples. Like when we talk over inbound logistics, we are looking at raw material acquisitions. Are you getting high quality raw materials? Are you sensitive with prices? How are they being stored? Right? When we look at operations, we are looking at, ladies and gentlemen, the conversion, right? Conversion of raw materials to finished goods. Are you using the best systems which are efficient? Here, outbound, we are looking at now getting the not raw materials, but finished goods to customers. Again, are you using efficient systems? Are you trying even to advertise yourself as you get these things to your consumers by using, for example, very nicely branded vehicles, etc.? Marketing and sales, have a strong team. Have a strong team of marketing. Have a strong team of marketing. Like RCM online college, if there is anything that I normally pride about ourselves, we could be having our own issues here and there, but I have a very strong team of about 8 people that really pushes our agenda out there, right? So you need this marketing and sales. And a good student, of course, I know you told me you've done this topic called marketing. I know that you guys appreciate the difference between marketing and the sales. Don't you? Don't you? What is the difference between marketing and the sales? Are they the same? Charity, guys, to sales. Thank you very much. That's quite a good one. There is a direct relationship. Marketing is awareness. Great. Marketing is awareness. Great. And the selling? What about selling? And then please don't forget the fact that the P's now have been extended to 7, especially for service industry companies. Now you're talking of 7 P's, not 4 P's. Lucy says that sales is generating revenue from actual exchange. You guys have an idea. You guys have an idea. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for primary activities. These are the activities that are up here. We call them secondary. We call them secondary. They are not really a must, but they are very important for you. Very important for you. That companies that are able to charge a premium for their products have a procurement department, which cuts across all this, cutting across all this. Let me ask you a question. The Mama Samaki. Mama Samaki, does she have procurement department within a restaurant? Does she have any procurement department within her restaurant? Does she have? No. All procurement decisions are done by herself in a very ad hoc way. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, we have infrastructure. Infrastructure, like why would I want to take like a bottle of Coke at the Hilton Hotel and pay 350 shillings? It's because of the infrastructure. It's because of the ambience. The ambience. When you go there, for example, I'm a member, full-time member of the New Stanley Gym Club. New Stanley Gym Club. When I'm there, ladies and gentlemen, I don't care how much I pay every month. Simply because, ladies and gentlemen, when I'm there, the add-ons are so many. Like they have the steam bath. They have what you can pronounce as sauna, right? Right? Very nice things over there. Very nice things over there. So even if you pay a little bit more as membership fees, you are seeing infrastructure there. Their swimming pool is heated swimming pool. Upon swimming pool, unaenda kuswim hapo unaweza ukapata pneumonia. Ile ni swimming pool hata kama ni saa 4 usiku, hata kama ni saa 6 usiku, watu wanashangaa kwani wewe ni nyumbani. Kumbe kwa maji moto, right? So they have infrastructure. They have infrastructure, right? their technology is also right. Hautaenda kwa kina Sarova Stanley Hotel ama Hilton Hotel uanze kukonewa mambo na bill. Hapana, akitoa tu namna hii, ile kitu inajiadjust automatic. Technology, right, ladies and gentlemen, right away from even the menu. You can't go, for example, to Ole Sereni. Unaweza kuletewa menu na karatasi namna hii. Hapana. Those guys right on top of the table, they have, how do you call this thing? You simply, in this case, you point your phone on it, and then the menu comes. You are able very fast to choose. Do I want drinks? Do I want this? Right. Right. So they have the right technology. Now, if you look at, for example, Ethiopian Airline is really beating most of these airlines out here. Look at even their menus on phone. Not on phone, but in their planes there. If, for example, they get a client who does not understand English, now they have a menu where you simply have that customer seeing whatever you want to sell to them in form of what here, in form of photos, and they're able to touch. For example, somebody from Cameroon will look at a particular photo, which is a chicken photo. They simply tap there, right? That is technology you're talking about. If you want to be ahead of the rest, you must embrace the latest technology. You must embrace the latest technology. And then we have, ladies and gentlemen, if there is anything that is very complicated in these organizations, is human resource management. Human beings are the, you know, ladies and gentlemen, there is what we call the, are they five M's in terms of resources: money, man, people. Managing people is never an easy thing. You need somebody who will be there to really liaise with the management on matters of what here, human resources. If you go to Mama Samaki, does she really have a human resource officer? Mama Samaki, does she have a human resource officer? If, for example, an employee has got issues, grievances, what will happen? It's only one channel to management. And that is why you get labor turnover being very high. Labor turnover being very high. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call the value chain. The value chain, like under human resource management, I'll be able to explain so much, even a whole paragraph, that if you want to command a premium in the market, you need people who will really oversee the human resource management. Reason being, at times, employees don't leave their organizations because of very big things. They leave their organizations because of mishandling. If you go to some of these big hotels, and it's not that these big hotels pay a lot of money, you'll be surprised. They pay quite little, but because of certainty and how those guys are being managed in these hotels, they'll tend to stay there, some of them, till they retire. But Mama Mboga could even be paying much higher. You'll get some Mama Samaki, and maybe 800 to 1,000 per day, right? So by the end of the month, this poor girl, poor boy will be having like 30,000, something maybe you may not even get in a big hotel, right? But these young boys, young ladies who are working for Masamaki, they are always moving away, moving out. The labor turnover there is very high simply because she doesn't have human resource management practices. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my thing that I came to sell to you here today is this concept called what your value chain. This value chain. So have you been able to understand it in a way that you guys can get it from your head and put it on paper? Have you been able to understand it? Have you been able to understand this before I move to something different? Before I move to something different, have you been able to at least get it at a high level? Right? Thank you so much. It's only 3 yeses out of 20 something. Jabiri, yes. Great. Now then the other model, explain the secondary. I've just explained the secondary. We have procurement, infrastructure, technology, human resource. Again, have you been with us? That you need a procurement department. You need to have the right infrastructure. Si mahali ukipika, moshi inarudi kwa customers. Right? Moshi inarudi kwa customers. No, you need to have the right infrastructure. You're looking at the ambience. We are looking at technology from the accounting department, technology used in the kitchen, if you are a hotel, etc. And then you need the human resource management. You need the human resource management. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, these secondary activities are sitting right on top of where? on top of the primary activities, meaning that the secondary activities are here to serve each of these departments. Each of these departments. So Purity, what I recommend is that you need to watch today's video. All right. So please allow me to straight away push you to another model for today. Just one model for today. I'm so sure you guys are so good at Answer's matrix. The Answer's matrix, you don't even need to be taught Answer's matrix. You must be very good at it. Is that okay? Can I make that assumption? That my students are so good with Answer that they don't need any explanation. Is that the case? Please talk to me very first. And if there are other models you would want me to explain to you, it's important you raise them in the WhatsApp group, and then I'll be able to get a way of summarizing them for you very first. Great. So first of all, I'll start with the BCG matrix. I can see 5 charts. Sijawahi sikia hiyo. Okay. Tuanze na BCG basi. Tuanze na BCG matrix. Then no worries. BCG matrix. Si mshasikia hii mshasikia. Hii I'm so sure mshasikia hii. Hii mshasikia ama mjaisikia? Please talk to me. Hii. Mshasikia ama mjaisikia? BCG matrix. As a leader, as a manager, there are models that you need for growing your business. BCG is one of them. No comments. Please talk to me. Mshasikia ama mjaisikia hii? Kama mtaongea itakuwa ngumu kuwasaidia. It's familiar. Okay, so BCG, the Boston Consulting Group matrix. The Boston Consulting, you'll always get them in your past papers, Boston Consulting. Okay, no worries, don't worry. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll draw this then on the table. We have here cash usage. So cash usage, we have what we call the market growth. How are we growing our market? So market growth. And then we have cash generation, which is the market share. So we have here high, we have low. We have here high, we have low. Okay, so we have here the star. We have here the question mark. Very easy thing. We have here the dogs. The dogs. We have here the cows. The cash cows. The cash cows. The cash cows. The cash cows. So I know, ladies and gentlemen, you may not have understood what is there, but could you kindly copy this down? Please copy this down. Please put this down. Please put this matrix down. It's very important, a very important matrix for you as you market in your marketing plan. There are topics that you would need to really know, areas that you would need really to know, areas that you would need to know, areas that you would need to know, areas that you would need to know. Great. So please let me know once you finish. Let me know once you finish. Let me know once you finish drawing this. It's called the BCG Matrix. BCG, Boston Consulting Group Matrix. Boston Consulting Group Matrix. Boston Consulting Group Matrix. Great. So Winnie has finished. Winnie has, no, it's a model. It's a model I've just introduced Stephen Guga. You'll see I'll be able to fuse it with your syllabus. It's a model, just draw it. It's called BCG, Boston Consulting Group Matrix. Boston Consulting Group Matrix. So have you finished drawing it? Have you finished drawing it? Somebody, have you finished drawing it? They are not talking to me. They are not talking to me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. The first angle here is market growth. The second angle is market share. So as I push to grow my markets through proper advertisement, I expect to grow my market share. I expect to grow my market share. Now listen, as I want, ladies and gentlemen, here to push my products in the market, sell more in the market, I'll have to use a lot of cash to advertise. So then I'll be having two things. I'll be having low cash advertisements and high cash advertisements. Now listen, my good students. If, for example, I advertise highly, I've advertised highly, and for sure, the cash generated here because of the market share is growing is so high, then I'll say that that product that I'm having is called a star. That is a star product. Shining. Like Aerial, sabuni ya mwosho mmoja, right? Utaona wana market zaidi, but also wanapata favor in which way? Wanapata favor in which way? Wanapata favor in form of the market really responding very well to them. So in this case here, the market response is very high, right? Ladies and gentlemen, ingine pia unaweza uka-advertise highly. Una-advertise highly, but at the end of the day, the cash generation is low. Kama wamama, wale wako hapa wamama, I'm so sure hapa wengi ni wasichana wadogo wadogo, lakini kama kuna mama, atakwambia kama kuna watoto wanne. Atakwambia kama kuna watoto wanne. Kuna mtoto mwenye anapatia Cerelac every day, anampatia Cerelac na mambo mzuri. Right? Lakini mtoto add weight. Every time anaenda kwa weight ya daktari, anaambiwa ni underweight. Aki mama anakasirika. Hiyo ni kitu mbaya sana kwa mama. Anaanza kuulizwa na nurse, wewe mbona upatii mtoto maziwa? Wewe mbona upatii mtoto? Na amejaribu yake yote. So hapa ana invest kwa mtoto sana. Cash usage ana advertise zaidi. So it's high, but cash generation is low. Then, ladies and gentlemen, this product will be called a question mark or a problem child. A question mark or a problem child. A question mark or a problem child. Ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. A product, which in this case here, you are really advertising, but there is nothing that is there that you have to show for it. Who can give me an example of this kind of a product? You guys, I'm so sure you are quite aware and exposed to some of these things that are happening out there, where the company is really trying their very best. They're really marketing the product so aggressively, but the market is not responding for that product. Shem, thank you very much. Airtel, yes. Those guys, they really tried. Those guys, they really tried marketing Airtel, but there is nothing. Even Unilever, trust you me, they have really tried to push Omo. But I don't know who cheated some of our good ladies outside here. They started saying that Omo is very corrosive on hands. That when you try to wash using Omo, wamama wale kwanza mama zetu, atakutumia Omo, atinaharibu mkono sana. Ni ukweli. It's not soft on you. Ni ukweli. So, kwa hivyo si uongo. Kwa hivyo si ati ile ilikuwa inawaharibia. Okay. Hata nguo pia inaharibu. Okay. So, as much as they're trying to put a very heavy budget to market Omo, people out there have a perception. The market of Omo is not growing. Omo sasa imeanza kushindwa na detergents from Tanzania. So it's Ariel, sabuni ya mosho mmoja up there. Right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. Pia kuna zile products ambazo ujiuza peke yake. Yani, you are not training to sell, but the market share is huge. But you're still getting, in this case, your revenues. Those products that you don't strain to sell, but money is always coming from them to the organization, are the ones we call the cash cows. You're not straining to sell them. You're not even advertising them, but people are always buying them. Hapana, kuna product moja nangoja mniambie ni gani. Kuna product moja naambia, Raha Premium, do you want to tell me that they don't advertise at all? Me, I know one product that is never advertised at all. Like inajulikana. Is it beer? Beer they advertise a lot. So inajulikana cooking hizo wana advertise. Ila ambayo awa advertise kuna mafuta, hata mimi napendanga mafuta sana. Kusema kweli mafuta yanashika ngozi. Mafuta ya kukamua ng'ombe. Hii mafuta iko mtu anajua mafuta hii. Iko mtu anajua mafuta ni Aramis ama ni Aramis? I'm not so sure. Iko mtu anajua mafuta hii. Kabisa, unaona? Hii mafuta like the other day, actually before yesterday, juzi, sijawahi sikia, David, where you must be a dynasty. David must be a dynasty. We should investigate you. Yes. Like the other day, the day before yesterday, walisema the most trusted brands in Africa, in Kenya, the most trusted brands in Kenya. Ilikuwa number 1, Safaricom. Number 2 was Equity Bank as the most trusted brand. Number 3 was Aramis. Have you ever seen Aramis advertising? Have you ever seen Aramis advertising? I like what WK is telling us there. Lip balm for most women. Yes. So in this case here, Aramis, these guys must be the luckiest people in the world. They simply produced, ladies and gentlemen, a product like this, and it simply struck the market. I even don't know where they're located, but do you use their products? Hapo kwa number 2. Now, kuja hapa. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. There are those products in this case that you can't even bother to market. After you've realized that this product, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not, or rather I've been trying to market it, it is not moving anywhere. So I'll simply drop down its marketing budget. It's marketing budget because I'm trying to push it, but I can't see a resulting revenue on the other side of the coin. So then that product in this case should be known as what here? A dog, just like us. For over 10 years, we kept on pushing ACCA as a course, Actually, we had a full-time resource whose work every day was to come to RCM here, right? And market ACCA. Then we realized, this thing is not clicking. This thing is not giving us money. So automatically we labeled it as a dog. And in this case here, we removed it from our shelves. It is now that you're considering to return it back. simply because of what are the online classes. We want to do ACCA online. So ladies and gentlemen, have we understood this model before I tell you how we shall use it? Have we understood this model? We were asked what are star products? What is a problem child? What is a cash cow? What is a dog? Great, great. Now, then I would want you to give me one model that you would want us to discuss. I can see time is not on our side. So what we shall do, please on WhatsApp, write for me those models that you would want Mwalimu to simplify for you, so that as I get to my case questions, you'll be able to see how I shall be applying these models in the case questions. They are very relevant, very relevant, very relevant. The dog is that product that you realized, even if you try to market it aggressively, you're not getting money. So what do? You simply reduce the advertising budget to almost zero. Leave it there. It's a dog, let it die. Let it die. Let it die slowly. So the marketing budget yake ni kidogo. After all, the cash generated ni kidogo sana. Otherwise, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue with our debate on WhatsApp. Bye-bye. It has been a pleasure hosting you this afternoon. Bye.